Hey there guys, this is Flamsaron, aka YouTube's Tosca, and I know what you're thinking. Where the heck is the World of Warcraft video? It's coming, I promise. I actually tried to work on it today, but the server kept crashing, and, it was just giving me a hard time, so I think I'm gonna, just try again and use a different server. But I want to have a genuine, impression, so I'm uninstalling my trials, the trial software and reinstalling it every time so I can get like the exact what I want. Anyway, and since we're on the subject of MMOs, I figured I should talk about one that I played instantly, Return of Warrior, or Stay Alive as I believe it's called in Malaysia. I heard about this game from MMOHut.com's YouTube channel, which is, pretty good by the way. You should totally check them out. And the game looked pretty good, so I decided to download it. And let me just get through with like one of my gripes of the game. Finding a way to download it. It was so hard to find a way to download it. It took forever to find it. I tried downloading the actual game from like the actual website, but that didn't work. I don't know, it was missing some file or something. And I tried the manual, patch, but that didn't help. And so I had to like search for like a way to download it, and I finally found one. But yeah, and so I played it, and got a chance to play it. The graphics of the game are, pretty good. They're decent at least. They're not like super Crisis-esque graphics or whatnot, but they're still pretty good. And the customization of this game, it's not complete. It's not the best as for your actual character, at least. They've got a few hairstyles, and there are only two playable races: the human and some creature. But the whole game is based around, this whole. It's almost like the Huma and Gajima kind of thing, except there would be like only one type of Gajima, and that would be weird lizard people or whatever. So it's kind of based around the whole storyline of the game is kind of based around that. And although the customization of the character isn't that good, like there really are only a few hairstyles and I think like a few faces and a few classes and whatnot. But where the game kind of makes up for that a little bit would have to be its armor stuff, because it has some weird 3-layer shirt kind of thing. Like the first layer is like chain mail or scale mail or whatever you want. Then the second one is a shirt like a leather tunic or something, and then the third's a um breastplate, like some kind of armor thing, and that's kind of cool because it makes your character look cooler. And yeah, I don't remember if you have to have one thing on top of the other in order for it to show up, but anyway, the music in this game, and I'm purposely skipping over combat, but I'll get to it in a minute. Anyway, the music, I don't think it was anything that memorable. One thing I did like is that when you get into combat, the music stops, and I personally think the ambience of this game is better than the music, so I turn off the music so I could just focus on the gameplay. I mean, heck, I did the same thing for Oblivion. I used to do that thing in games all the time. But yeah. And so that's really all I can say about the music. Let's see what else. I guess we'll go on to the combat. This is where the game really shines, in my opinion, because the combat is good. It's not like your standard, Dragon Age, BioWare, or whatever kind of battle system where it's action, but you still have to like input commands in a way, and you're ultimately just watching a fight, and you can move. So it's like Final Fantasy 12 or Final Fantasy 11. It's actually action based. You press the left, key to on the mouse thing. You press the left button to attack, and I don't really remember what the right one does. I think you can get special attacks and whatnot, but I have never played the game far enough. I actually had to uninstall it because it kind of caused some memory hazards. Anyway, and so the combats are really fun. It's fast paced and it's action oriented, and when I say action oriented, I mean it's like real action. This is, in my opinion, what MMO should be, instead of that stupid, sit and watch kind of battle system. not to say that that battle system isn't fine. I mean, I play EverQuest. I kind of have to put up with that stuff. Um, but the battle system is great, and it kind of makes up for and the game is sort of grind oriented. It's one of those grinding games where in order to progress easily or even at all, you have to grind a lot. And you get a lot of experience with fights, so you level up pretty quickly. The combat kind of makes the thing worthwhile, because like I know it can be a pain to grind if the battle system isn't, completely and utterly fun. Even in Tales games, it can get kind of tiring. But yeah, the battle system is where the game shines. It's really good. Uh, now onto my gripes. The only gripe I can really have is the only gripes that I really have with this game is, like I mentioned before, the customization. It's not perfect, though I can kind of understand that because they probably put a lot of, their time and money into the battle system to make the game actually fun. The music I actually legitimately don't like that much, even though I said it was, I think I said it was decent, or at least said it was not anything memorable. But in my opinion, the music is actually not that good. And so I turned the music off around it. That's just me. Uh, Setting up the game, like when I mean setting it up, I mean actually like starting your play, like clicking on the thing on your computer. That takes a while because it has to run like the security stuff, and that takes forever. And sometimes the game doesn't even work. I've had several occasions where the game doesn't even work. It actually stopped working, which was the whole start of me uninstalling it. Plus, it caused some memory stuff for my computer, and so I had to get that fixed. And then, of course, when I decide, hey, I want to play the game again, I can't find, that same link that I had. It's probably somewhere in like my files, like a link on like a text document, but I'd have to like search for it. So overall, this game is actually probably, in terms of what I actually like, probably the best MMO I've played. I mean, Metin 2 is okay, but it's not incredible. The graphics are, kind of better, but and the customization's probably a little bit better, but still not perfect. And the battle system isn't as fast paced, so that kind of is a bit of a drag. And Fantasy Earth Zero kind of just got tired of. It's really only there for PvP anyway. So if you want to have a game that you want to like go around joining armies and fighting people, and you're too lazy to either get an account for Dynasty Warriors Online, or you're getting tired of waiting for that PS3 release, then that game would probably be the best for you. But overall, action-wise, I think Return of Warrior is the best. Either that or Warriors of the Three Kingdoms, which I haven't had a chance to play yet. And so, I'm going to have to give that game a try when I get the chance. That's actually probably going to be the next one I talk about if I ever get the chance. But going back to this game, it's good. I enjoy it. If you want a lot of customization, this game is not for you. If you want, if you want like a fun experience, a nice game, then this is the game for you. It's actually, kind of fun. You get a chance to go into the world, like, immediately. But like I said, this game is grind-oriented, which may be an indication that this game could be pretty hard. However, the battle system makes it fun to play, and it makes it worthwhile. So, that's my thoughts on Return of Warrior, or Stay Alive for all you Malaysian people. And in conclusion, good game. This is Flamzaron, aka YouTube's Tosuke, signing out. See you later.